Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Cousins to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. The 20. A big run there by Gurley. 43 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or sticks.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Trying to get it to Woods. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Two across the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They go play action. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. Here's Natson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 bucks.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
What? 180. 54 Mike. Danny.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not 120.
Throwing on 3rd. Wrong. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff there for the sack. Everson Griffin. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, here's Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. 180. 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here
we go on 4th. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
On first and goal, Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second and goal, Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Goff now looks to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Goff now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Flushed out right. Now they go screen. It's complete. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Check. Watch 54. Hold on. Check.
Henderson going to run for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the 4th quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Watch right. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Cousins now from the 50. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up second down.
We go tonight. 20. Double dog. That's the way. Two.
Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
DC.
Now gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The end result, 21 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Goff now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10, 5, and what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
20. 54 Mike. Let's get off the field.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On first down, it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. That is caught at the 7. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. What can Cousins do in the OT? That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
On first down, it's Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Vikings.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun. Get him, get him, get him. You got it. Mike 48, Mike 48. Gun. Come, baby. Woo!
A toss to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Again, it's Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Charlie.
Goff now looks to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Goff throwing again. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Cut. 20. Watch it, 5. Crunch time, defense.
Super. 55.
On 2nd and 12. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Value 3, value 3. 12.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After the interception, here's Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards. Shy of the 20 at the 18.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Let's get it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
DC. Five.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Goff on first down. And that'll be caught by Cup. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Black 20.
Check. Watch it before.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
To win it in overtime. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one. And to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
lends me all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Gun.
Cousins from the gun on third. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. JoJo Natson back deep. Now Natson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run. It's Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Let's go. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Tonight, 180.
54 Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that. 14. 14.
Now it's gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
Mike, 54. And we're pretty quiet here.
Now Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike, fight.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, fight forward. Here I come.
Shell.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Shell.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 54.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, they scared.
Gurley. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Shell. You better breathe. Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Hell, you won. We're good. We're good.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go tonight. 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, it's gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Goff now looking to throw. And Woods has it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
12.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, wahoo!
Gone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
Ready? 54 is Mike.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
54. Target.
Hey, Foxtrot.
A final shot before break here. Goff. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And it's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Rams 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. You got three. Three down. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we go back to 48 right now. Let's go. 14.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Lets it fly for Thielen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check.
Goff throwing again. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. To throw is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Louis. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming to you. Five.
To the air again. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Pretty good.
Yeah. Going up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
Come on, fellas.
We go tonight. 180.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Not today, Ron. Not today.
Now a handoff for Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Mike 20. Watch the screen.
They go play action to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. To throw is Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
24 is the mic.
Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Keep it up, guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 13.
Goff now to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Strong left. Hey, let's get some
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 68 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Gall. And that's complete to Cooks. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The 29-yard line.
Here we go. Right, Amy!
Get him! Get him!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
21.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Get touchdown, 49ers! Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards. Goff now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long. It's gone.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
2 for 66.
From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
56.
Throwing on second and long. Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rip left, rip left.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Wild Bill.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
11.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, gun.
Me. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
Pop. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Check right.
They will run again with Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Black 80!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is born. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kick by Gold is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first.
Let's go.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here we go, here we go.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You don't want none.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Partner, we always talk